Imagine waking up one morning and the internet is simply gone. No signal, no Wi-Fi, nothing. The digital heartbeat of our world has flatlined overnight, leaving you in a strange, unfamiliar silence. You check every device, but it's the same everywhere. The web that connects our world has vanished, leaving only blank screens and unanswered questions. It's not a local glitch, it's a global blackout. From bustling cities to remote villages, the entire planet is suddenly offline. At first there's confusion, then a creeping panic as you realize it's not just you. The world outside your window is just as disconnected and bewildered. The silence is deafening. No notifications, no streaming, no digital chatter. The constant hum of online life is replaced by an eerie stillness. Billions of connections severed in an instant. The invisible threads that once tied us together have snapped, leaving us isolated. This isn't just about losing social media or games. It's about losing the very fabric of our daily routines and interactions. The internet is our planet's nervous system, running everything from banks to city infrastructure. Every industry, every service, every connection is suddenly paralyzed. Without it, the world grinds to a halt. Trains stop, traffic lights freeze, and digital billboards go dark. Systems built over decades become blind and deaf. The infrastructure we rely on every day is suddenly useless, leaving society in limbo. Everyday tools, paying bills, booking appointments, vanish in a puff of digital smoke. Even the simplest tasks become impossible puzzles. The scale is unimaginable. From rural farmers to global CEOs, everyone is affected. No one is immune to the shockwave of disconnection. The web is so woven into our lives, its absence is like losing air. We're left searching for ways to fill the sudden void. The world is thrown back in time, but without the skills or tools to cope. In a single moment, we're forced to rediscover how to live, work, and connect, all without the digital lifeline we once took for granted. In the first hours, information itself disappears. News channels go dark, journalists can't report, and we're blind to the world beyond our street. Rumors spread, fear grows. No one knows what's true. The financial world freezes. Stock markets halt, digital money is locked away, and no one knows if their savings are safe. Travel collapses. Planes, trains, and taxis stop as digital systems fail. Hospitals lose access to digital records and equipment, making care dangerously difficult. Doctors scramble for paper files, and life-saving machines go offline. Our world, built on instant data, is paralyzed. Even emergency services struggle to function. The silence is more than digital. It's a global standstill. Within a single day, the crisis hits home with a force no one expected. The world outside feels suddenly unfamiliar, and uncertainty creeps into every conversation. Cash is king. Cards and ATMs are useless. Online banking is gone. People scramble for whatever cash they have left, but it's never enough. Banks can't access digital records, and panic erupts as customers demand answers. Lines grow longer, tempers flare, and trust in the system begins to crumble. Supermarkets run on just-in-time delivery, but without the internet, shelves empty fast. Shoppers search desperately for essentials, only to find row after row picked clean. No way to restock, no way to track inventory. Food shortages begin. Store managers are powerless, unable to predict when or if supplies will return. Communication collapses. No WhatsApp, no email, even phone calls falter. The digital silence is deafening, leaving people isolated and anxious. We're cut off from loved ones, unable to call for help or check on family. Loneliness sets in, and the sense of vulnerability grows. Isolation and fear grow as communities lose touch. Neighborhoods that once felt safe now seem distant and disconnected. By day's end, confusion turns to panic. Rumors spread quickly, and uncertainty fuels anxiety in every corner of the city. No money, dwindling food, no way to communicate, social order frays. Tensions rise as people struggle to adapt to a world without answers. Governments struggle to respond without digital tools. Decision-making slows, and leaders are left scrambling for solutions. Emergency broadcasts and coordination break down. First responders wait for instructions that never come, and the public is left in the dark. The first 24 hours reveal just how fragile our world truly is, reminding us how much we depend on invisible systems and how quickly life can change when they fail. Weeks later, the long-term effects reshape society. Millions lose jobs. IT, finance, digital services vanish overnight. Even architects, accountants, and factory managers are out of work. The global economy collapses. Mass unemployment follows. Education and science are thrown back decades. no online learning, no global research. Power grids and water systems, once managed online, become unstable and prone to failure. Engineers struggle to run them manually, risking blackouts and shortages. Culture fractures. No streaming, no global news, only local experiences. Our world shrinks to our immediate community. We lose the global conversation and diversity of ideas. The world feels bigger, but emptier. Could we survive if all our technology suddenly vanished? It's a question that forces us to confront our dependence on the digital world. The answer is yes, but the transition would be brutal and filled with hardship for many. We'd have to relearn old skills, navigating by paper maps, repairing things ourselves, and finding ways to entertain offline, rediscovering activities that once brought people together. Local communities would become vital, neighbors relying on each other for food, services, and emotional support. Local farming and artisanship would return out of necessity. Communities might grow stronger, forging new bonds through shared struggle. But the global population can't be supported by old methods alone. Famine, disease, and scarcity would become widespread. Conflict over resources would become a real and pressing threat as people compete for survival. Much of our knowledge would be lost, locked away on inaccessible servers and digital archives. We'd have to rebuild our understanding from scratch, sharing information through books and handwritten notes. This process could take generations, as families and communities pass down knowledge the old-fashioned way. The experiment reveals just how fragile and interconnected our world truly is, and how quickly it could unravel. Our survival depends not on technology itself, but on our resilience, our creativity, and our ability to adapt together in the face of adversity.